Ever since the canopy has been removed off the Triton, I've had no real camp lighting. So in today's video, I'm going to be installing some rock lights and showing you guys just how you can get them working yourself. So let's jump into it. Before we move on to the video, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button as it helps out so much. So basically guys, these are the Oxbeam rock lights. They came in an 8-pack and I've got them here and they actually look pretty damn good. They have the RGB lights built into them and they're really tough looking sort of things. They look like they could handle a lot more than some of the other brands. They actually don't have any glass on them, which I know like the King's ones have a glass face on them. These ones are like silicone almost, so it's a lot harder to break them. And they should be a pretty tough, bright light setup. So I'm gonna get straight into installing them and yeah, we'll jump straight into it. So straight away, guys, I have this little box here, which is kind of the control box for these sort of lights. So most rock lights will have a little control box, I think, especially for the different colored ones. So basically this has a 12-volt input that it needs, which I'll get off a switch panel eventually, or even straight off the fuse box, because these can be turned on and off by your phone and a remote. So I might even do that, and I'm definitely wiring them to the second battery. So I think for terms of mounting this, I might even just mount it straight on the front of the battery or even on the top. It's a very light sort of box. It can be double-sided taped. Then this is the wiring it comes with. So this needs to go to one of your rock lights and that'll plug straight into your rock lights. Then your rock lights also have a long loom on them, so they can be looped between each other. So they have a one that comes in and one that comes out, so you can loop them straight from one to another and keep them all in the same loom, which will look nice and tidy. So I'll get into doing the rock lights first, and then I'll get into looking at the lengths I'm sort of going to need to be able to get this to work. So now I've drilled the holes for those lights to mount. Now's the hard part. I've got to feed a bit of MIG wire up the top, get it to poke out here, run the wire down, and then I've got to extend the other one so it can reach over to this side so I can plug it in. And then I've got the fun job of running wiring through here to get to this headboard for the other one. So I'll get into putting the MIG wire through and tracing the wire up. All right guys, so I just had to come up with a bit of an idea because this one's not going to reach all the way across it. So what I'm going to do is sacrifice some wiring off another light. I left a little bit of length on the other light so I can still use it when I want to. But I'm just going to use this wiring. I'm going to cut this plug off, say here, extend the wiring and solder the plug on the other side so I can push it all the way through and plug in the light. And I have to do the same for one of the back ones, but we'll get into that later. So I'll do this now and I'll quickly run it through and connect up these two lights. So now I've drilled the holes for the back ones and I've got the front wire sticking out here for the other light. What I'm going to do is drill a hole straight in the back here because that's where I'm going to come out with the wiring. I'm going to stick it through this tubing here and probably I'll just go straight through there with another little grommet and come around here and poke it in there, or maybe I'll go through the back there. Probably through the back there would look a bit neater, so I'll do that. And yeah, so I'll get into doing that. So as you can see, I've got this back light run through now. So that one can be mounted up and I'll mount that in a second. Then I've got this one connected here, which I've got to push this wiring back in there. I've got the wiring for the other one to run to the other side. So yeah, what I'll do is mount these back two, get them all sorted, and then we'll get to the front two. Now the back two are all mounted up, looking sweet. So I'm going to run the wiring over to that one and mount the front two, and then we'll get into connecting it to the wiring inside the cab. So to run the wiring from the front to the back, what I'm thinking of doing is 13mm tubing, as you can see, slots straight into that gap. So what I'm going to do is put 13mm tubing over the wiring and slot it straight into that gap, and it will look neat as, and I'll do that now. So as you can see, guys, sorry for the sunlight, it's all run through there now. It looks a bit average, but I will be putting Sikaflex on the bottom of it so it stays up there. It's pretty tight in there, but maybe over some big bumps it'll fall out. So I will be putting some Sikaflex under there. But now I can shorten this and put the plug on it, put the 2 lights on, and get into the in-cab stuff. Alright guys, so I've gone straight ahead and wired it up because I got a bit impatient. As you can see, I've mounted the box just on the side here, and then I've just wired it straight to that fuse there. And that one's saying it's missing because I use that as my switch for now until I get a switch panel. So I plug that in and it turns on my water pump. So yeah, that's a bit dodgy, but that's how it is. And as you can see, I've just ran the wiring down here, in through that grommet down there. It goes up through the side, through there. And you see the lights there. Get the remote on. Beautiful. Now they're all working, they're all on. Alright guys, so that is the rock lights all installed and all done. So if you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.